What's up? Moved into the house back in Michigan. I don't know if some of you guys been following me. I'm really on and off of social media, so I'm trying to get back on it and trying to share and trying to show you guys that we made it. We're in the crib. We're back in Michigan. The snowstorm is happening, and it's just slow motion. It's just a lot of slow motion. So now I'm really trying to just film more, and I'm trying to be off the cusp and shoot some videos. Like I'm working on my basement that's right over here, and we're building a studio downstairs. Of course, I got the rooms that are upstairs, and this is like the main area. I got the den, my studio that's in the front, and laundry room, etc. Whatever. And my model is out right now. My model stays upstairs in the other room. I stay in the small room until it gets warmer, because I have a master bedroom that I would love to be in, but it's so cold. It's just super cold. So I'd rather be bundled up in the other room. And then plus it was like the room that I kind of had before I moved away from Michigan. But if you don't know who I am, I think that's even great. And I'm probably gonna end up taking these first videos to really explain who I am fully. My name is Evan Armand Watkins. I am a model, manager, recruit, development. I started a company called Watkins Models. And what I do is like essentially help girls that are looking to be content creators get into the online economy, and we call it the Sigma female grind set. Because all these girls, they just want to be alone and they want to be alpha, and and the alpha guys want the girls to be beta. They want to do their own thing. And they said that the future was feminine, so now we're here. And I could say that when my first career started, before in this house, a long time ago, I was a rapper. And I used to rap and make music. And then COVID happened. And then I got a job at FedEx. And just imagine going from being like a super popular rapper, and then you don't know how to use the internet. So you have to go get a job, and then when you get in this job, now there's a thing called COVID that happens. COVID happened, and it gave you just time off, but not really, because I worked at FedEx, so we still worked during COVID, and I got to drive on open highways, open streets, alone, just in the breeze, and it was beautiful. But then when I'm working, I see a guy, he looks just like me. He's just like, yo, when you start working here, and asking me all these questions and trying to get me, I'm like, I started this, blah, blah, blah. And we're all talking, and this dude's like, yeah, I've been working here for like 7 years. And I heard that, I was like, dude, I don't think I can do this. I've already crashed like 2 of FedEx's trucks. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. I can't really do that. So I'm like, fuck it. I gotta figure out something to do. So now, before I used to rap, I used to take pictures at a strip club, and I helped like a lot of girls like their pictures. I had like this nice loft that was downtown Pontiac. And if you don't know, I'm from like Pontiac, really. I'm from Michigan, and then I moved over into the West, and now I'm back in Michigan. So I had a nice studio in Pontiac at Girls Shoot, and I met Danny Banks. So I started working with Danny Banks, and this is the start of me just kind of interning and learning the whole business. And as I just grew and worked with that project, I grew into being, let's say I was a media type of dude, where I took a lot of pictures, learned how to use phones and stuff like that. And then it moved over into the Onlyfans space, and because it was super popular, and I feel like during COVID, a lot of people were inside, and a lot of people were doing those PPP loan scams, dude. So these girls just had tons of money from like their sugar daddies or whatever, the sugar daddies that were going around. They were just giving out all that cash, just giving out so much cash to these girls. So I was getting paid essentially to do a lot of pictures and images, and it was cool. And then when I learned the pictures, I learned OnlyFans, and that was just such a struggle of learning, and it was so core to the job. And I ran it before and now when I did OnlyFans before, it was a lot of what people think it was. I feel like a lot of girls making corn, like full corn, and I just don't feel like it's like that anymore. And I want to like kind of share a little bit, and it's not like that anymore. And I think a lot of people online have a huge misconception about how OnlyFans works and how the economy and how men work today. And but there's a difference between a corn star and OF talent. You know, when I worked inside the corn industry, and now I'm kind of focusing more on the OF side because just listen here, man. Just listen to me real quick. Listen to me real quick, and I'm telling you, look. So there's a bunch of women that want to be independent that are beautiful, dude, beautiful women. And there's a bunch of guys that are lonely. They're all lonely. So you make a OnlyFans account, and this is a portal for a guy to cure his loneliness, and it's a portal for women to make money. And I know that everyone kind of hates hearing that. I know that everyone doesn't want, you know, OF and all these trans. But if it's not OF, it's another monster. It's these other pages, Fansly. It's another one. They got, you know, Flexed Panther. I'm not trying to say the word, but it's they got Sexed Panther. I don't know if it's gonna like really mess with my page, but they have all these pages, and so if it's not, oh,
interior, garage,
someone's
door.
calling.
Hey, hi.
Where'd you take him?
He's going by himself.
Oh, he went by him. That's why Chi-Chi was up here acting crazy in this damn house. Chi-Chi was just running, had me running in different rooms. Anyway, I'm making this video.
Like that?
Huh? Yeah, so anyway, the model that I was talking about, Kate, is in here finally. She went to go. What'd you get from the store?
I did my pedicure.
Oh, that's trash.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a grocery store bag.
Ah, no, I clean car.
Oh.
I clean car.
But things are different now on the OF, and you don't have to make so much what's the word? Cornish content. And I really believe that we need to get back to taking control of this business, dude. This man, I have a Playboy magazine stacked. And I look and I'm like, I see these guys in suits talking about careers and business, and they had this and they had that. I'm like, oh, and they had these beautiful women, and they had these parties. They had the beautiful women and the dudes with the careers, and that they had all that. It was all meshed together, and I feel like it used to mesh, and now it's separating, and we need to get back to meshing. And I want you guys to understand something about OnlyFans, like a girl. All right, here, I'm glad she actually walked in. Kate, when's the last time you shot content for OnlyFans you think that was like XXX rated? Not like anything solo you would send like a boyfriend.
Ah, nothing so. Half year ago, maybe 8 months ago.
8 months. 8 months since working, like on a big project that was a really XXX focused, I would say. And I think that guys think that having an OF, these girls do a lot, like do a lot of content, like mountains and mountains and mountains of content, and they have a singular, but it's all a turnover rate with clients. It's all a turnover rate with people. And unless a person develops even deeper relationship with a girl, and these type of guys, they just want to talk to girls, you know. And I think that is what's gonna be the main focus. That there are a lot of lonely men out here. That everything's gonna be transactional. Nowadays in 2026, the marriage is transactional. The children are transactional. The communication is going to be transactional. So now that we know it, unless you jump heavy into religion, but even still, as events have happened now, you're not even safe inside of a religious framework, okay? Like that's the truth. And I hate to say that, and I really do, because I really do love the religious stories, but we're moving into a future that what we can do, what we can be. We should think about what we can be rather than what we are. And we can be the guys that downplay women, that push them away, that don't want anything to do with them. The He-Man Women's Haters Club. We can be all these things. We can do all that if we want to. But who wants to be that dude? Who wants to be the guys with no girls interested in them, no hot girls around them? Who wants to be that? Who wants to be that? Like, nobody wants to be that. Nobody wants to be that person. And I think we need to really just hone in and think in your mind, what's the most beautiful girl you've ever seen in your life? What's the hottest woman you've ever seen in your life? Now imagine if that girl told you she had 100 bodies. You wouldn't care, because she's the hottest girl in the world. Like, so if we all just like push towards a sport of the game, like I just feel like the modeling industry, and when you get to know it, I feel like guys would enjoy it because it's so sporty. It's all these hot girls competing to be hot, with each other. It's like we get the hottest of the hot girls now. They're doing all types of stuff. They're doing Pilates, working out, steroids, peptides, surgeries, all types of stuff just to be hot for men. Like, and we just say like we hate the game, but all we gotta do is focus on ourselves, because OnlyFans is not what you think, dude. These girls are not really as promiscuous as you think. That's a good word for it. If a girl can take 12 pictures, 3 videos for like, we say in the modeling game, start off with 50 pictures and 50 pieces of content. You know what I'm saying? That can all be taken in one day. And she'll run through that content, that 50 pieces of content, for like a year, 2 years, if she's really got the traction. Because when it's so many people, remember, guys, they go on a girl's page, they like this, man. They go in and they turn out, it's a funnel. You get more and more. It's not like people stay and now you got 5, it's guys that are lonely and they want to release by getting on OnlyFans and like getting that dopamine rising from conversation and, talk to some hot chicks. Like, that's what it is. And I can only tell you so much about the game because I'm just now really starting to open up about it. But I'm going to tell you, OnlyFans is not what you think. We need to go. If you follow this page, I'm going to make more videos to get you to really understand. But I'm sure that most people that don't have a OnlyFans are probably more sexually promiscuous than your everyday person that's just, having relationships and out of wedlock or whatever. So, it just makes me like really look at the game like so different. And like just wanting to be a guy that is just like, I get it, dude. I get women have their nature. Trust me, I work with them for a living. I know their nature. I know I could tell a chick what she's thinking about before she even knows that I know what she's thinking about. It's really at that point with me. So I understand a chick's nature, but like, who do we want to be? We want to be He-Man Women's Haters, or do we want to get involved in this? We want to just be like, all right, shorty, I get it, baby. You're an OnlyFans girl, like, and it is what it is. I mean, do we want to understand what we living through right now? We're living at a moment where you can, put it this way, in this industry I make a lot, like a good amount of money. We have a house, we have cars, it's a very nice lifestyle. Most of the time I'm at home taking care of stuff. I feel like more of a home type of house husband ordeal. Like when it comes to this, there's a lot of cleaning and a lot of cooking and a lot of studying and a lot of reading, and I actually kind of like that. I get to relax a lot because the money that you get from this new OF thing it's great, man. It's great. It's great if you can sustain it, and it'll teach you a lot about patience. And you know, I just love women, dude. I'm trying to get the connect to where I feel like everyone's living this terrible time amongst women. I watch this shit and I understand, man. These bitches are crazy. I get it. These bitches are crazy, but at the same time, I'm like, but don't you just love the game, though, dude? Don't you just love it? Don't you just love, you know, seeing a baddie? Don't you just love that one time you get with a baddie and how? Remember that baddie you got with when you didn't deserve her? What? How'd that make you feel? Come on now. Come on, we fight. We're fighting for that. It's ingrained in our DNA to want a baddie. What are we talking about, you guys? So I'm gonna keep it short. You know, that was nice. But I just want to jump in here and just shoot a little quick video. You know, just be dropping more. Probably drop a video a day about topics. But OnlyFans is not what you think. If you have any questions, drop them below. And we're going to get the conversation really started. But you got to throw it out there to get it back. And hopefully somebody comes. And even if I got one person, I'm gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep on sharing experiences and everything. And honestly, I'm not gonna try to sell you anything. Don't worry about that because there's nothing I can really sell you. You got AI. I use AI for most of my freaking job. You know, and that's nothing I can really sell you. It's a business. I get 5% for anybody that I refer to a certain to any kind of channel of people. Like, you know, it's how this game works. You have contracts and all this stuff. It's a very easy formulaic life. So there's nothing that I can really sell you on these. Anything that I'll be selling you it's not nothing that you couldn't go find on the internet yourself. I'm more of a connector, and that's how we make business and make money. I'm sorry. That's how we do business and make money. There we go. But peace out, subscribe, comment. I'm here.